Here is the news. Nigeria fought back from 2 goals down to beat host Morocco 3-2 in Women AFCON final at the Olympic Stadium in Rabat. Oche Ngedi has an update.
Nigeria fought back from 2 goals down to beat host Morocco 3-2 in the Women's AFCON final at the Olympic Stadium in Rabat. The Super Falcons were 2 goals down in the first half, but the resilient Nigerian women crawled back into the match from the spot kick through Esther Okoronko before Folashade Ijamilusi leveled scored in the 71st minute. Jennifer Echegini completed the fight back with 2 minutes of regulation time to secure a memorable comeback victory despite the antics of the Moroccans. Nigeria has now won the tournament for an unprecedented 10 times. To other news, defending champions, the D Tigers of Nigeria tipped off their Afro-Basket campaign in style, dismantling Rwanda 19-45 in their opening group game. Elizabeth Balogun led the scoring with an impressive 18 points in just over 26 minutes, hitting 8 of 11 from the field. Paralympic bronze medalist Eniola Bolagi soared to a new height after winning the British and Irish Para Badminton International held at the Sport Wales National Centre in Cadiz. The world number 2 claimed a hard 4-2-1 victory over Paralympic champion and world number 1 Konita Sakkoro in the women's XL3 finals. Moving on, the Federal Ministry of Education Sector Games has conducted draws for the football event of the 5th edition of the Sport Fiesta slated for the Lafayette City Stadium and Federal University in Nasarawa State. Minister of Education Tunji Alausa, in his charge with the steering committee, urged them to foster unity among the 23 departments and agencies under the supervision of the ministry.
The Honorable Minister personally signed a strongly worded letter to each of the ministry to ensure full participation.
Any agency caught using non-bona fide staff will be summarily dismissed from the game. And we intend to actualize that.
Over 500 athletes and officials will compete in 13 events from August 3rd to 9th. In Abuja, Oche Ngbedi, NTA News.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu congratulated the Super Falcons of Nigeria on their victory at the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations, securing their record 10th continental title. In a message to the team, President Tinubu says the Super Falcons' spectacular performance in Rabat, coming from behind to beat a spirited Moroccan side playing in front of a passionate home crowd, exemplifies the determination that defines the Nigerian spirit. He said with hard work, dedication, and tenacity, the team has achieved the mission the nation dreamed of and prayed for, and the nation looks forward to welcoming them. Similarly, First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has applauded the Super Falcons for winning its 10th Women African Cup of Nations following a landmark victory over tournament host Morocco. She praises their resounding 3-2 victory, noting that their accomplishment goes beyond the trophy but serves as a testament to the team's hard work, consistency, and the indomitable Nigerian spirit, which enabled them to become queens of African football once again. Now, cancer doesn't wait, and neither can we. These are words of the Minister of State, Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Isaac Saloko, as he inaugurated actors that will chair a campaign to raise 100 billion naira to support cancer care in Nigeria. Uche Ogochukwu report that the appeal is extended to Nigerians in the diaspora to help rewrite the cancer story in the country.
More hope is added for thousands who watch their loved ones suffer or die due to late diagnosis and high cost of treatments. The inauguration of the National Cancer Intervention Fund Governing Council, the National Coalition for Cancer Survivors Advisory Board, and the International Cancer Chapters are adding impetus to accessible, life-saving care for cancer patients across Nigeria.
My appeal is to all Nigerians to please support this cancer intervention fund by the Nigerian Cancer Society. Rather than throw parties, let us donate. Rather than do advertisements for birthdays, let us donate.
Backed by the Nigerian Cancer Society and cancer survivors themselves, the initiative seeks to raise 100 billion naira in 5 years. Contributions are expected from individuals and Nigerians in the diaspora, with chapters spread across the UK, Canada, Saudi Arabia and South Africa.
With this, council, we think that it will be a major, game changer to augment government is doing.
We are promising you as much as possible. We'll put in place accountability. Collaborations will be very key.
For many patients and survivors like Favor Etuke, who survived breast cancer, this fund could mean a lot.
It wasn't an easy journey because treating cancer is expensive.
With cancer cases on the rise and public hospitals stretched, the federal government is urging all hands on deck to change the story. Uche Ugochukwu, NTA News.
The third expanded meeting of the National Political Consultative Group, NORTH, has adopted the African Democratic Congress, ADC, as a political platform. The objective of the group is to unite northern political leaders ahead of the 2027 elections. Timothy Yusuf reports.
This third expanded meeting of National Political Consultative Group, NORTH, is convened to facilitate consultations towards achieving the objective of uniting people in the North. It received feedback on how initiatives have been taken to domesticate the coalition on the platform of the ADC at state level. The meeting was held under the chairmanship of former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Babachir Lawal, while the interim national chairman of the ADC, Senator David Mark, delivered the keynote address with the theme, Peace and Social Cohesion, a panacea to challenges in the North.
As leaders and politicians, or just as ordinary citizens, all of us must consider it our sacred duty to be bridge builders, not dividers in our rural communities.
Situation reports from across the northern states were presented for consideration. Former SGF Babachir Lawal briefed the media of the meeting's resolution.
We are going to go to congresses and conventions to elect our representatives at the election. And whoever emerges, be it North, South, Central, West, whoever emerges at either the congresses or at the convention, ADC will support it, and the Northern Political Consultative Group will support that person.
The group enjoined its members to unite in the interest of the country at large. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
The Ahmadiyya community worldwide wants global leaders to reconsider the current realities and explore pathways to peace amid rising geopolitical tensions. This was at the press conference for this year's International Convention, Jalsa Salana, in the United Kingdom, with the theme, Crossroads of Conflict, Where is the World Headed? Takwe Alabi reports.
As some parts of the world grapples with escalating geopolitical tensions and conflicts, the Ahmadiyya community at this year's Jalsa Salana, its annual convention, is bringing together leading voices in journalism and activism in the United Kingdom and beyond to explore possible ways to resolve the situation. The panelists, including Peter Obon, a British journalist formerly with the Daily Telegraph, Abid Khan, Ahmadi's press secretary, and analyst news editor-in-chief Atif Rashid, expressed concern over what they described as risk of a nuclear war and called for suspension of hostilities and for peace to reign.
The United Nations is being hamstrung. The ICC is being threatened. And so all the organizations which were set up to stop a repeat of the catastrophic horror of World War II are now being undermined.
But the people who haven't seen the horrors of war, do they actually understand what it will mean for all of us, for our children, for our grandchildren? And so I think it's a real threat.
As we all know, after the Second World War, the United Nations was created. And in its own words, it was to save future generations from the scourge of war, which has caused untold suffering twice in our lifetimes.
And I only pray that they use this to unite the world by making sure that their message of unity, even in our diversity, should be something that should resonate across the world.
You know that there are a lot of challenges universally now, and the JASA is focusing on, world peace. So it's very, very important and significant.
Conversations at this media parley want the global community to unite and stop groups who wish to spread hatred and ultimately destroy the peace of the world. From Auckland Farms in Alton, United Kingdom, Tokpe Alabi, NTA News.
And that's the news at this time. We'll take a break now, after which the ladies will be back on Weekend Deal. Stay with us.
I am Oluremi Tinubu, the global and national Stop TB champion. Many people have asked why I've chosen to champion the fight against a disease like tuberculosis. My reason